What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Review the Pay-Per-View. We're here with ECW One Night Stand 2005. And let me just say that Joey Styles is saying that they don't need storyline for a pay-per-view. And let me say how he's wrong. He's wrong. This pay-per-view was okay. If you know the history of ECW from start to finish, I guess it'll make sense, but it was okay. So the show starts off with Lance Storm versus Lionheart Chris Jericho. And I wish the match was longer. It was good. I gave it 2.5 stars out of 5. Lance Storm wins with the help of Justin Credible with a kendo stick to Chris Jericho. Like I said, it could have been better. Next up was a three-way dance. Tajiri versus Little Guido, aka Nunzio, versus Super Crazy. If you get pinned, you are eliminated. Then it turns into a one-on-one. FBI, Mikey Whipwreck, and James Mitchell were on ringside. Of course, they all came into play in the match. Super Crazy would do a moonsault off the second balcony of the Hammerstein Ballroom onto the FBI. Mikey Whipwreck would help Tajiri get a pin on Little Guido, making it into a one-on-one Tajiri versus Super Crazy. Super Crazy would get 3 moonsaults on Tajiri for the win. 2.5 stars. Again, it could have been better. Next up was an extreme lucha match. Psychosis versus Rey Mysterio. 3 stars. This match was good. The ref was counting super fucking fast. So Rey Mysterio would throw Psychosis into the turnbuckle and, hits the pole. He falls outside, falls into the crowd for some reason. They seem pissed, by the way. Rey Mysterio would get on the top rope, jump on him onto the outside. Then later on, Rey Mysterio would get a 609 for the win. Could have been better. I don't know. This night felt off. SmackDown superstars would invade like JBL and Kurt Angle. Everyone's telling Kurt Angle to, he sucks dick. But he goes on by saying, "Your mother taught me how." JBL would cut a promo, but RVD would come out to cut him off. Cutting his own promo, thanking the fans, yada yada. Rhino would come out, gore RVD. Lights go out. Boom. There comes Sabu. Comes to help out RVD for an impromptu match. Rhino versus Sabu. 2 stars. It was okay. I mean, it was a typical ECW match. Chairs, tables, but Sabu gets the win. Raw superstars would invade like Edge, Christian, Eric Bischoff, Jonathan Coachman to watch the next match. Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero. On paper, it sounds fire, but this is their first time in ECW, and something felt off. I gave it 2.5 stars. It just felt off. If you watch it, you'll understand. But Chris Benoit would get the win over Eddie Guerrero with the Crippler's Crossface, but it just didn't feel right. In my opinion, this is the match of the night. Mike Awesome versus Masato Tanaka. Tanaka would take stiff chair shots to the head. He would take power bombs onto tables. There was one where he landed on his neck. It did not look good. Joey Styles would be shitting on Mike Awesome the entire night for leaving ECW. The end of the match, Awesome would throw Tanaka onto a table from inside the ring onto the outside, and then he would dive onto him with the table debris, pinning for the win. It was great from start to finish. Badass match. For the main event, the Dudleys take on Tommy Dreamer and Sandman, if you want to call it that, because everybody would come out. BWO, Kid Cash, Justin Credible, Lance Storm, Francine, Beulah. It was pure mayhem. Tommy Dreamer would get cheese grated. It was pretty gross. Spike Dudley bring out lighter fluid and matches to put a table on fire and put Tommy Dreamer through it. And the Dudleys would get a win. It's too hard to explain what happened that night, but it was 2.5 stars. I would give it 2 maybe. It was just too much. Everybody had to be on the card apparently. As the show ended, Stone Cold Steve Austin came out, called the entire ECW locker room out to have a beer bash, but they called the WWE superstars that were watching from Raw and SmackDown to come down and have a fight. And they did. It was dumb because JBL busted open Blue Meanie for saying mean stuff about him online. That's how the show ended, with ECW kicking out WWE and Eric Bischoff getting a 619 flying headbutt and a 3D. And that was ECW One Night Stand. It was okay. It could have been better. But hopefully these next pay-per-views that we watch on Friday will be better. And I've been the Deliverance. Until next time, guys, this has been Review the Pay-Per-View.